Ghost of Tsushima is a visually stunning open-world action game set in feudal Japan where you play as Jin Sakai, a samurai caught between tradition and the need to fight Mongol invaders. The game features an exceptional blade combat system, blending elements from Batman Arkham, Assassin's Creed, and classic samurai films. Combat is fast, tactical, and rewarding, with a focus on improving skills rather than grinding for stats. While stealth mechanics are basic and enemy AI can be lacking, the game shines in other areas, especially with its intense cinematic combat sequences. The open world is breathtaking with subtle guidance to exploration and memorable side quests that range from simple tasks to deep character stories. Mythic Tales are particularly epic, offering some of the best moments in the game. The photo mode stands out as one of the best, letting you capture the beauty of the world with creative touches like animated environments and particle effects. While Ghost of Tsushima does have some polish issues, especially with stealth, its engaging combat-rich narrative and beautiful world make it an extraordinary samurai adventure. With its emotional storytelling and innovative gameplay systems, it's a must-play for action fans.
We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers, and guests on the show.
Alan Wake 2 is a long-awaited follow-up that's worth the wait, especially if you're a fan of Remedy's past games like Control and Max Payne. It's a blend of single-player adventure, survival horror, and cinematic storytelling. Players control two characters, Saga Anderson, an FBI agent investigating eerie murders in a small town, and Alan Wake, trapped in a nightmarish version of New York. The game is challenging with limited resources, tense combat, and smart AI that keeps you on edge. Environments are beautifully designed, mixing creepy woods with atmospheric towns and surreal nightmare worlds. The flashlight mechanic adds tension, and the detective work in Saga's story is immersive. While newcomers may need some context, Alan Wake 2 excels with its thrilling gameplay, stunning visuals, and gripping narrative, making it possibly Remedy's best game yet.
Mark this. He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit.
Black Myth: Wukong is an action RPG that dives deep into Chinese mythology, letting you play as the Monkey King with crazy, shape-shifting abilities and powerful magic. The combat is intense and feels really satisfying, especially when you master the dodges and counters. I was really impressed by how smooth the animations are, making every move feel impactful. Visually, the game looks stunning with its detailed environments and fluid animations, which make every fight feel epic. But some of the enemy encounters can feel a bit repetitive after a while. Still, the storytelling and unique setting keep you hooked. If you love challenging action RPGs, this one is definitely worth checking out. Assassin's Creed Odyssey builds on the foundations of Origins, offering a massive RPG experience set in ancient Greece. You play as a Spartan mercenary, choosing between Cassandra or Alexios, with the story focusing more on the past than the modern-day Animus storyline. The game is filled with engaging side quests, environmental variety, and a massive world to explore, including naval combat reminiscent of Black Flag. However, the game can feel overwhelming with its grind and excessive loot, and the combat system, while improved, still has some issues with the parry mechanic. The game's beauty, character designs, and the meaningful impact of choices make it a strong adventure, though its technical performance on consoles, especially the frame rate, leaves room for improvement. If you liked Origins, you'll enjoy this one, though it may not convert new fans of the series. It's a massive action RPG with some flaws, but still impressive. I played Rise of the Ronin recently, and honestly, it felt like stepping into a wild samurai movie, where you get to decide everything. This is an open-world action game where you're a ronin, a masterless samurai, and you're caught right in the middle of a big fight in Japan. The fighting is really cool. Like, you can switch between different sword styles and it feels super smooth, but sometimes the story felt a bit all over the place, like it was trying to do too much. Exploring the world is fun, there's lots to see, but some of the side quests were a bit repetitive. You know, just go here, hit this, come back. Still swinging your sword and feeling like a badass ronin, that's where this game really shines. Elden Ring is a massive, challenging open-world RPG that combines difficulty with an expansive world that encourages exploration. Players take on the role of a Tarnished, journeying through a land filled with conflict, mysterious characters, and tough boss battles. The game offers deep customization, allowing players to build their character with a variety of classes and abilities. Combat is deliberate with new features like a jump button and guard counterattacks. The open world, accessible through a mount called Torrent, offers tons of secrets to discover. Although it can be difficult and at times frustrating, the game rewards curiosity and offers freedom to explore at your own pace. The visuals are stunning, though some minor performance issues exist, especially on PC. Overall, Elden Ring feels like a game-changing evolution in the RPG genre, offering something for both newcomers and veterans alike.
And they will die in an unending curse.
Forza Horizon 5 is a ridiculously fun racing game that lets you drive hundreds of amazing cars through a beautiful recreation of Mexico. You can race against other players online or explore the huge open world at your own pace, discovering hidden areas and completing cool challenges. The graphics are incredible, and the cars look and sound so real, you can practically smell the burning rubber. There are tons of different races and events to keep you busy, like street races, off-road rallies, and even crazy stunt challenges. You can customize your cars with different paint jobs and upgrades, and you can even buy and sell cars with other players in the game's auction house. While the game can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming with so much to do, and the always online requirement can be a bit annoying, Forza Horizon 5 is still one of the best racing games ever made. It's a must-have for any car enthusiast or fan of open-world games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not only a visual triumph, but also a masterclass in storytelling. From the moment you step into its world, you're greeted by a level of detail that's simply breathtaking. The landscapes are stunning, whether you're riding through vast plains, dense forests, or across snow-capped mountains. Every scene feels meticulously crafted. The dynamic lighting, weather effects, and realistic animations make the world feel alive, and the character models are incredibly lifelike. From the way Arthur Morgan moves to the subtle gestures and expressions that add depth to every interaction. But it's not just about looks. The story, driven by the complex character of Arthur Morgan, is what truly makes the game special. As a member of Dutch's gang, Arthur is a morally complex character who struggles with his past, his choices, and his loyalty to his gang. His journey is raw and emotional, filled with moments of reflection that resonate deeply with players. The way the story unfolds is as immersive as the world around you, with Arthur's development reflecting the themes of redemption, survival, and the slow decline of the Wild West. The game's visual beauty complements this emotional depth, creating a truly unforgettable experience where every moment feels impactful, both in terms of gameplay and narrative.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
Did you think this would please me? Being shown mercy.
Persona 5 Royal is a stylish and addictive Japanese role-playing game where you play as a high school student who leads a double life as a phantom thief. You'll spend your days attending one classes and hanging out with friends, but at night you'll infiltrate the minds of corrupt adults and steal their twisted desires to change their hearts. The game has a really cool anime art style with a catchy soundtrack that will get stuck in your head for days. The gameplay is a mix of dungeon crawling and turn-based combat with a unique social simulation element that lets you build relationships with your confidants and unlock new abilities. The story is long and engaging with lots of twists and turns that will keep you hooked until the very end. While Persona 5 Royal is a fantastic game, it can be a bit overwhelming at times due to its sheer amount of content, and some of the dungeons can feel a little repetitive, but overall it's an unforgettable experience that any JRPG fan should definitely play. The Last of Us is a masterclass in storytelling and gameplay, redefining what video games can achieve as a narrative medium. Set in a post-apocalyptic world teeming with danger, the game immerses players in a harrowing journey that blends brutal survival mechanics with a deeply emotional story. At its core, the game tells the story of Joel and Ellie, an unlikely pair thrust together by circumstances and bonded by survival. The progression of their relationship, set against a bleak and terrifying backdrop, is the emotional heart of the experience. Whether navigating eerie sewers, braving snowy landscapes, or surviving in overrun suburbs, the journey is as much about their evolving bond as it is about the threats they face. The gameplay is equally impressive. Every encounter feels raw and desperate, whether you're conserving scarce ammo, crafting tools, or resorting to brutal melee combat. The game forces you to adapt to its unforgiving world. The tension is heightened in moments like sneaking past clickers or making split-second decisions to survive encounters with humans and infected alike. This balance between stealth and all-out combat ensures that no two scenarios feel the same. Ultimately, The Last of Us isn't just about surviving a brutal world. It's about the humanity that endures within it. From its gripping gameplay to its unforgettable characters, it's no wonder the game remains a standout in the minds of players even a decade later. This is a journey that sticks with you long after the credits roll.
Oh, there do I see my mother. Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me.
God of War brings a fresh take on the series, shifting from the old hack-and-slash style to a more emotional and methodical journey. Kratos, now a grieving father, must guide his son Atreus through a world filled with gods and mythical creatures. The story is deeply personal, focusing on the relationship between father and son, and it's this emotional depth that sets the game apart. Visually, the game is breathtaking. Every environment is beautifully crafted with sharp textures, dynamic lighting, and intricate details that make the world feel alive. The combat is equally impressive, offering satisfying complex moves and brutal executions. The weapons and abilities feel weighty, adding depth to every fight, and the fluidity of combat keeps you coming back for more. Exploration rewards curiosity with hidden treasures, puzzles, and upgrades that enhance both your character and the world around you. It's not an overwhelming open world, but just enough to make exploration feel worthwhile. The pacing is well balanced, with intense action sequences mixed with quiet, emotional moments that ground the story. Though some bosses and animations can feel repetitive, they're minor drawbacks in an otherwise flawless experience. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, God of War is a must-play. It's an unforgettable journey full of heart, stunning visuals, and thrilling combat, making it an experience worth revisiting.
Who are you hiding?
Slow and old. You should never have come to Midgard.
Rogue Legacy 2 takes everything you loved about the original and makes it even better with a huge, vibrant world to explore and tons of new features. You'll play as a descendant of a noble family, exploring a procedurally generated castle filled with unique biomes like the enchanted Kerguelen Plateau and the challenging Axis Mundi. Each heir has their own unique traits and abilities, making every run feel fresh and exciting. The combat is fast and fluid, with a wide variety of weapons and spells to master. You'll need to be on your toes to survive the challenging platforming sections and intense boss battles. And with the new Relics system, you can gain powerful abilities that can change the way you play. Rogue Legacy 2 is a must-play for fans of roguelites and platformers alike, offering a rewarding and addictive experience that will keep you coming back for more.
Damn vacuum. Come on, we have to find Rose before she leaves.
It Takes Two is a unique co-op adventure, playable only with a friend. You'll journey as a couple turned into dolls solving puzzles and overcoming challenges in a magical world. The gameplay is constantly changing with exciting new mechanics around every corner. Experience thrilling moments like riding toy airplanes and battling giant squirrels in a vacuum cleaner. It Takes Two is creative and funny with a heartwarming story about love and relationships. While requiring 2 players and good communication, It Takes Two is an unforgettable co-op experience. This game is a must-play for anyone looking for a fun and unique adventure to share with a friend.
This may be a one-way ride, so be prepared, Leon.
Resident Evil 2 Remake is a terrifying and exhilarating reimagining of a classic. The updated graphics and gameplay make it feel like a whole new game while still staying true to the original. You play as either Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield, each with their own unique story and encounters with iconic characters like Ada Wong and Sherry Birkin. The environments are incredibly detailed and atmospheric, drawing you into the survival horror experience. Get ready for some intense encounters with terrifying enemies like the Licker and Mr. X, who will stalk you relentlessly throughout the game. Resource management and puzzle solving are key elements, forcing you to think carefully about every bullet and every step you take. The tension is palpable as you explore the dark corridors and solve puzzles while trying to avoid becoming zombie chow. Whether you're a veteran of Raccoon City or a newcomer, prepare to be scared and thrilled by this masterpiece of survival horror. Resident Evil 2 Remake sets a new standard for the genre and is a must-play for any fan of horror games. Death Stranding is a really unique game, and I gotta say it was quite the experience. Some people might call it a walking simulator, and yeah, you do spend a lot of time trekking across this crazy landscape, but it's not just about that. You're like this delivery guy in a post-apocalyptic world where everything is super weird and you have to connect these isolated cities. It's kind of slow-paced, but it's also really beautiful and atmospheric with some crazy creatures and this really cool story about connections and stuff. The gameplay can be a bit repetitive, I guess, like you're always balancing your cargo and trying not to fall over, which can get a little old. But honestly, I kind of found it relaxing in a weird way, and the story kept me hooked. Plus, the online thing, where you can see other players' structures and stuff, is really cool. It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but if you're looking for something different and you don't mind a bit of a slower pace, Death Stranding might surprise you.